Hi, good afternoon. I'm Trison Thomas, taking the class of 4th Computer Application. Last class we discussed about chapter and we completed the lesson, is it? So we are going to discuss the homework and the exercise in this section. So our chapter 1, computer storage and memory devices. So I given 4 questions for your homework. The first question, what is data and information? Is it? So I already told what is data. Data means which is not organized facts. What is organized facts? If you are processed with the computer a data, it is called information. That is called organized facts. If you are not unprocessed, it is called data. That is not unorganized. Clear? So in a computer, data is unorganized raw facts and the figures, which means it is not processed in getting complete details. For example, you are going to market, the market shopkeeper given many things and telling that give your father. Is it? Father asks what are the things you got? So that time you confused. Is it? So father, I don't know, many things the shopkeeper is giving. It is called a data. Then while the shopkeeper giving many things and giving a list of products, you have bunch of sugar, rice, sabji and whatever, you can simply say your father, yes, these are the things in the basket, is it? So, if you have processed the data with the help of computer in our terms, or if you have processed the data with the terms of bill from the shopkeeper, we can say it's information. Clear? So, what is data and information? In a computer, data is unorganized raw facts and figures which mean it is not processed to getting complete details, while the information is organized and completely processed with lot of details. Then our second question, which language is using computer and calculate the value of 63? So which language computer is using? So we already know that computer only understand machine languages, which means binary languages. Computer doesn't have any idea about English, Hindi, rest of things, is it? It's only know the language 0, 1, 0, 1. We already need bits 0 or 1, is it? And a byte is a data. It has 8 bits, is it? 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1, is it? So we need to calculate the value of 63, is it? So first bit we selected 128. We are unable to take 128. Why? Because 128 is higher than 63. Then we choose 64. The 64 is also higher than 63. Then there is an option only 32. Then we write 32. Then second option 60. We write 60. Then third option 8. Then 4, 2, 1. The total sum is 63. So while we selecting the binary, we write from here 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1. 6 ones. So in this case we can also write the 64 because 63 is a proportion. So while we writing, we need to add a 0 also. So if you are not adding 0, it's not a problem. But the proper proportion we can add 0 also as a good term of binary value. Is it? Without 0 or 0, no problem. Then what are the different type of memory? The third question, what are the different type of memory? Answer, computer has 2 type of memory, primary and secondary memory. Is it? Primary memory which we used to process the system. The first one is ROM. ROM means read-only memory. The second one is RAM, random access memory. ROM helps to start up the system and give the input-output system information to the processor. Is it? The processor understands what are the devices which connected and initiate the process with the help of operating system. Then RAM, random access memory. While you are using an application, you need to initiate the memory. Is it? We need to store the caches and we need to write many documents. Is it? Everything stored temporary purpose in the RAM. Once the power goes, the RAM wipes everything because it's a volatile memory. Coming to ROM, it's a permanent memory, is it? It stores the data while the manufacturer is manufactured. Then nobody can able to write anything in ROM, is it? So it's called a non-volatile memory. Then we are going to our fourth question. So before the secondary memory. The secondary memory, it is used to store the data and information permanently in a computer, is it? If you want to take your data permanently in your computer, we choose secondary memory, is it? That a hard disk, hard drive is the first option. In our computer, we have many files, movies, videos, the rest of things. With the help of hard drive, we store our data, is it? In C drive, we reserve for our operating system. When the computer start up, the computer understand, the BIOS gives the information, the hard drive has the operating system. If you are using Windows, the computer load Windows. If you are using Linux, the computer load Linux, is it? So those information getting with the help of BIOS, and the BIOS understand if you are connected the hard disk, it's our operating system, the BIOS gives the information to the system. So hard drive have initial role in computer system. Hard drive helps to store permanently all the data. Then second option is floppy. Floppy helps to carry data one place to another. In olden days we used floppy disk, the maximum capacity 4 MB. Then disk, CD drive, DVD drive, is it? CD we are already know compact disk, it's only have capacity 700 MB. That's why they innovated a large capacity module, that is DVD, is it? We can carry large amount of 4.7 GB and 7.8 GB. So that kind of data we can carry with the help of DVD, digital versatile disk. Then we choose pen drive. In modern days, we have no option to scratches in DVD. If you are using DVD drive or CD drive, it gets scratched and lose the data. So where you are using the pen drive, the chance of losing data is very less, is it? And it's also very small size and large amount of data we can carry. So that's why in secondary memory, pen drive or external disk, it's helping to carry large amount of data in a small size equipment or small size device, is it? Then fourth question was the homework, full form of BIOS. What is the full form of BIOS? Basic Input Output System. It is located in ROM, is it? It's a chip. It helps to understand what are the devices which we connected on the system. Then exercise. We are going to our exercise section. The first question is multiple choice question. A byte consists a group of 7 bits, 8 bits and 9 bits. Directly we can say a byte is data 8 bits. Is it? The answer is 8 bits. Then what type of memory stores the data and information permanently? We simply know that the ROM. ROM is a non-volatile memory and rest of them RAM. It's a volatile memory, never ever store any data once the power is gone. So answer ROM. Out of ROM and RAM, which is non-volatile memory? We already discussed non-volatile memory, ROM. Out of memory devices, which has the highest storage capacity? We already know hard disk. Is it? Hard disk has 4 TB, 2 TB, has a large amount of capacity. We can say hard disk. Then what is the full form of DVD? Digital. The first in fifth answer, digital versatile disk. Then we are going to fill in the blanks. Section B. Hence recordable, write, portable, rewritable DVD. A pen drive is a small dash device which helps to store the large amount of data. Portable, is it? It's a portable device. We can take and carry anywhere. Then the short form of CDR, R stands for R, recordable. Then we are going to third question. In hard disk, each surface has its own dash, read write head. Is it? Read write head. Then in CD, RW, which means rewritable. So in CD, RW stands for rewritable. Fifth question, dash looks similar to CD, but it stores a large amount of data. Digital versatile disk. Is it? It carries 4.7 GB. A CD only can carry 700 MB. Is it? It's a large amount. Is carry DVD. Then we are going to section C. State true or false. You can only read data from a CD-ROM, but you can't write on it. Yes. CD-ROM, which means ROM, we already know. It's a permanent memory which we cannot write. So the answer is true. Then you can store data on a CD-RW and you can also erase, rewritable, is it? Which means we can again and again use it, is it? Rewritable. Then floppy disks are faster and more reliable than pen drive. It's wrong, is it? Pen drive can carry large amount of data, large speed is a chip. It's faster, it's a better clock speed, is it? So we can say the answer is wrong. False. Enable is a group of 4 bits. We already discussed. 8 bits is called byte. Half of 8 bits is a nibble. So 8 bits half 4 bits, it means a nibble. The answer true. Machine language is written in the form of zeros, ones and twos. We know that the answer false because 0 and 1 are used to binary digits, is it? Then D, match the columns. The digits 0, 1 and known as binary and digits, is it? We choose option D, bits or binary digits. Secondary memory is used to store the data permanently, is it? We can also choose secondary memory. There are hard drive, pen drive, CD, DVD are the secondary memory store data permanently. RAM is also known as read-write memory, is it? So, RAM we can store a data temporary purpose. We cannot say the data permanently on RAM, is it? Once the power is goes, the RAM wipes everything, is it? So, it's read-write memory. Hard disk consists several disks is called plateaus. While we are discussing about hard disk, we already discussed many plates. It's beside in the hard disk, is it? So, each plate has read-write head and the plate we called plateaus, is it? So, the answer is plateaus. Then, two kind of memory in a computer, they are primary and secondary, is it? Primary memory, ROM and RAM. Secondary memory, hard drive and floppy, DVD, CD, pen drive. Clear? Then, compared to ROM and RAM, a ROM is a read-only memory. It is used to store the data and information permanently. Computer not able to write any new data on it. The manufacturer stored ROM programs while the computer is manufactured. ROM is also known as non-volatile memory because the stored data not lose while the power is turned off. Is it? It's a non-volatile memory. While we are turned off the power, the permanent memory never ever erase or wipe any data. Compared to RAM, RAM holds the data temporarily. If you are opening an application, it stores the data temporary purpose. Then it processes to enable the read-write information meantime. While we are writing a document, everything, if you are writing A, the A directly processed with the help of processor and memory sharing everything and stored on in read-write memory parts. Is it? Then RAM is known as volatile memory. What is volatile memory? We already discussed. While the power is off, everything wipes. That is called volatile memory and it's displayed when the power is turned off. Then second question, what are the two type of CD available? CD-R, compact disc, recordable, and CD-RW, compact disc, rewritable. Then what is the term of volatile? We already discussed. As volatile memory is a computer system helps to read-write the data while the program is processed and stored on the volatile memories. What happens when the power is off? The data lose. Clear? Wipe once the computer is turned off. What is floppy disk? Well, floppy disk was innovation. In olden days, we cannot transfer any file and data with the help of floppy disk. It's the only solution there, and it's the first innovation to carry data one system to another safely. The disk is manufactured with a piece of plastic coated magnetic material. It's a circle material, and they write the data in a plastic coated magnetic field. Is it? And it's only store a small amount of data, maximum 4 MB. So I hope you get every answer on the exercise section and which are given as a homework. I hope all of you understand very clearly. If you have any doubt, you can ask in our YouTube channel comment box. Have a nice day. Take care.